RotoEdge Pro is used by our supervisors every day throughout the day to plan, execute the plan, and review the plan. The first thing our supervisors do is that they come in about 15 minutes before their shift starts and they plan a start of shift meeting. And the way they plan the meeting is they pull up RotoEdge Pro, they look at every machine, see what's running. They're able to really quickly see if there are molds that only have a few quantity left so that they know what kind of mold changes they're going to have for the day. They can really quickly review the rounds that the shifts previous got so that they know how many arms they can expect their operators to get. And then they also can review the targets, they can review quality and make sure there are no parts that are running a high scrap rate. And then they gather all that information for their team, and they, right at the start of shift, are able to prepare their team for the day so that everybody heads to the machines knowing exactly what to expect. Throughout the day, our supervisors continue to reference the app to see how the team's performing and see if there are any red flags in production. So they'll pull up the app, they'll pull up each machine and look at how many arms have been logged. RotoEdge Pro actually creates a little tick mark every single time an arm's logged with the time that the arm was logged. So they can also see, are there any big gaps where their operators were held up on something? When was the last time they logged an arm? Does the supervisor need to go over there and make sure they're on track for the next arm? And then they can also look and just see how many arms have they gotten so far? Do they seem like they're on pace for the day? Also, they can look to see if all the mold changes have been executed, if there's a mold on the arm with a zero quantity for more than a round, or if there's any arms that were skipped. All of those things can give them an idea of what they're going to see when they approach the machine so that they can go check in with the operators and make sure everything's on track. Supervisors also use the app to review their team's performance, not just on a daily basis, but a long-term basis. Every time a detailer or a machine operator logs into the app, it tracks the product that they log specifically and generates a personnel file within RotoEdge that gives statistics for each day of performance for the employee. So it lets you know what an exact employee scrap percentage is, what their productivity percentage is, and it lets you know what machines that they've worked on. So over a month period, you can pull a report and an average with data points for each day. So you can pull a report that averages the employee's performance, but also lets you know each day's performance. So you can see, where do your employees stack up against each other? Are you promoting the right people to be a trainer or a lead? And you can just sit down with an employee and review their performance in a very objective way so that the feedback doesn't get too personal. Everybody gets defensive when feedback's personal. RotoEdge Pro keeps the feedback very impersonal, and it's just statistics.